If your kid has ever bounced off the couch, the bed, or anything else in your living room that isn't actually a trampoline, you already know why trampoline shoes for kids exist. They're spring-loaded shoes or boots that let a kid bounce safely on solid ground instead of your furniture. I went through 5 of them, from the ones that feel like a cheap party favor to the one I'd actually put on my own kid, and by the end I'll tell you which pick fits which kind of kid, so stick around. Number 5 is the original Moon shoes from Big Time Toys. If you grew up in the 90s or you've seen these at a toy store, this is the classic. They're one size fits most, made from high-density plastic with adjustable Velcro nylon straps, and they feature a self-centering platform with a non-skid grip surface, fitting up to about a men's size 9 shoe. Here's where I have to be straight with you. Amazon's own listing gives 2 different maximum weight figures for this exact product. One spot says 130 pounds, another spot on the same listing says 160 pounds. I'm not going to pretend that's settled, so treat both numbers as approximate and check the current listing yourself before you buy. What you are getting is a genuinely established toy brand with a long track record, even if the paperwork on this one listing is a little inconsistent. Number 4 is the New Bounce Kangaroo jumping shoes for kids. In the green colorway, sized 1 through 6 in US sizing, which converts to 32 through 38 EU, and built for kids roughly 8 to 12 years old, with a weight limit around 110 pounds. New Bounce is one of the more established names in this space, and this shoe uses rugged rubber grip soles for traction, plus a heavy-duty frame with secure adjustable straps. The listing itself is upfront about one thing worth mentioning as an honest catch, rather than a hidden flaw. It notes the shoes may take some time to break in completely before they feel natural to bounce in. That's a fair trade for a brand with more consistent quality control than the generic listings we just covered. Coming up, we're about to switch gears completely, because the next 2 entries on this list aren't really shoes at all. They're full jumping stilts that strap up the shin, and the mechanism is a genuinely different way to get a kid airborne. If you want more bounce height than a Moon shoe-style product can give you, keep watching, because that's where this list is headed next. Number 3 is the Skyrunner Kids and Child Youth Kangaroo Shoes Jumping Stilts, sized for 66 to 110 pounds, or 30 to 50 kilograms. Unlike everything above it on this list, this isn't a shoe you slip your foot into. It's a stilt frame with a curved spring that straps around the lower leg and foot, letting a kid take longer, higher bouncing strides similar to a mini pogo motion with every step. The manufacturer's own site lists CE and SGS safety certification for these, which is a legitimate third-party safety marking system, though I'll flag that a claim about being a 2008 Beijing Olympics special product supplier also shows up on that same manufacturer page. And that one reads like unverified marketing language, rather than something I can confirm, so treat it as opinion from the brand, not fact. The actual bounce mechanism is a real step up in capability from a standard Moon shoe. Number 2 is the Skyrunner Kids and Child Youth Jumping Stilts in the bigger size, built for 88 to 132 pounds, or 40 to 60 kilograms. Same stilt mechanism as our previous entry, just scaled up for a heavier or older kid who's outgrown the smaller size. If you've got a kid on the tail end of kid-sized and heading toward teenager, this is the version that fits them instead of the smaller Skyrunner. The catch with jumping stilts in general, and this applies to both Skyrunner sizes, is that they take more practice and balance than a simple bounce shoe, and they're a bigger jump in both bounce height and learning curve than anything else on this list. That's exactly why it's ranked this high instead of lower, but it also means don't expect a 5-year-old to strap these on and immediately take off. We're down to the final 2, and both of these solve a different problem than raw bounce height, so pay attention to which one actually matches what you're shopping for. Number 1 is the New Bounce Jumping Shoes for Kids, Premium Moon Boots, New and Improved Edition, available in small, medium, and large. Small covers 31 to 34 EU for kids, 45 to 80 pounds. Medium covers 35 to 38 EU for 55 to 100 pounds. And large covers 38 to 42 EU for 99 to 145 pounds. This is New Bounce's updated version of the Moon boot style, with rugged rubber grip soles, a heavier-duty durable frame, and secure adjustable fastening straps, recommended for age 5 and up. What sets this apart from their earlier green model at number 5 is graduated sizing that actually scales with a growing kid instead of locking you into one weight window, which makes it a genuinely better long-term buy if you've got a kid in the 5 to 12 range who's going to keep growing. The catch is, it's built specifically for kids, So if you were hoping one pair could also fit an older sibling or a parent, this isn't that product. So here's how I'd break this down by what you actually need. If your kid is younger, lighter, and this is their first pair, go with the New Bounce Premium Moon Boots at number 2. The graduated sizing means it'll actually fit them for more than one season. If you've got a kid who's already comfortable jumping and wants serious height, look at either Skyrunner jumping stilt size based on their current weight. And if you want the pair that's going to last the longest as your kid grows, and you don't mind buying a small spring upgrade down the line instead of a whole new pair, the Geospace Air Kicks at number 1 is the smart long-term buy. Whatever you land on, check the current listing for exact pricing and stock before you check out, since both change on Amazon. Links to every single product on this list, in the same order we counted them down, are in the description below. If this helped you pick the right pair, drop a like and subscribe. We've got more of these buying guides coming.